Well, hello there. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at some tips and tricks for Kena Bridge of Spirits. So the game is fairly easy in a normal difficulty setting, but I still have some useful tips for you guys nevertheless. Subscribe if you're new here not to miss out on guides to all the rot locations and more for Kena Bridge of Spirits coming out very soon. Let's get into it. Number 7. Pulse. Pulse is a useful skill to show interactable items, activate switches, and block and parry attacks. Unlike in other games, I found that Kena has a significant delay between enemy attack animation and damage being dealt, meaning I would pulse too early and not parry the attack. What you want to do is wait for about a second after the attack animation to hit L1 to pulse, and then you should pulse, about half a second before the damage hits, and that is the right amount of time to trigger that perfect parry. And remember to keep an eye on the blue bar under your health, as that is the consumable energy that powers pulse. Number 6, the rot in combat. So once you enter combat, there's an orange circle above the health bar, and you need to fill this before you can use a rot attack on an enemy. So this is going to be super useful. You want to attack the weaker stick enemies first to build up rot courage, and then use the rot on tougher enemies. So what happens is they're distracted by the rot, and the rot deal a bit of damage, and that gives you time to jump in and hit them. You want to hit them with the light attack R1 if it's a singular enemy, because it does more damage in a shorter space of time, whereas the heavy attack, it takes too long. It's only really good for crowd control, lots of enemies at once, so you just want to keep that in mind. Number 5, the bow. So once you unlock the bow, you can use it to interact with the environment, you can use it to snipe enemies. However, there's got a super cool trick for you guys. If you jump and then press L2, there is a significant slowdown of time, allowing you to shoot enemies, or you can reposition, because the camera still moves in real time while the environment is slowed down by a factor of at least 2. So you can take advantage of that 100%. Number 4, bosses. So some of the bosses in Kena Bridge of Spirits are really bloody hard. So depending on the boss, you can spend a round or two, a life if it's killing you, just learning its moves, learning the times, how long it takes. And then what you want to do is put some distance between you, use your 4 arrows, then attack it in between it attacking you, and obviously use a pulse to block where you can. But sometimes pulse can be tricky, so kind of use it sparingly. Number 3, the map. So you want to consult the map regularly to see how many collectibles are left in an area. I move the camera left and right as I walk, so then I won't miss any hidden areas, although most paths you can see them from the map, as the map's quite small and quite detailed where the paths are. And I would also backtrack previously explored areas. As the number of rot you have increases, you'll be able to interact with things that were previously blocked or you couldn't interact with, so you can manipulate the environment in order to get to other areas, secret areas, stuff like that. Number 2, collectibles. So you want to keep your eyes peeled when you're interacting with the environment, when you're looking through the environment for interactable items. So as you move through the map, you can interact with lots of different things in the game, so you want to keep a mental note of what you can interact with. A lot of things will flash blue and you can pulse them and they'll give you some currency. A lot of objects, the rot can move for you, so as you hover the cursor over them, you'll see the rot symbol come up, so you can press L2 and then square for the rot to do something. There's these foxes. If you get them to pick the fox up, then you get some karma for that. There's also chests and barrels that contain money, as well as targets you can shoot down with the bow from Rusu, and they give you money as well. Number 1, my last little tip, is the camera for the game. I feel it's really sluggish, so I would recommend that you just turn your sensitivity up to 9 or even up to 10, and that way you can react a lot faster to things in the game. I feel it's got like an acceleration that makes it sluggish, 100%. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe not to miss out on new Kena content coming out very soon. Leave a like if you found the video helpful, as it really helps me out, and have a good one. I will see you in my next video. Walkthroughs coming out very soon, every day.